Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.
Hey everybody, it's Liam and Big Al, and this is The Badcast.
Wow, that was very professional. I wasn't ready for that, to be honest. The last couple have been out of left field, but this was very professional.
I like to bring it back, Biggie. We're approaching our 100th episode. We're fucking solid professionals here.
You had court today, because I realise every time you go to court, you do it professionally.
Yeah, I do.
And you're wearing a suit.
Comes with practice.
Yeah, and you've got your parole officer here. That's the other reasons why I know. So how are you then, mate? All right? You
Gordon
good?
just wants to know I'm laying off the
Yeah.
But, shut up, Gordon.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Have you seen him without socks on? That's where he's doing it. Anyway, it's...
What has been going on in your world, mate?
Oh, I'm doing a course.
Are you?
Yeah. Should we mention this? Yes, of course.
why
I'm
not?
trying to get professional. Like some people go, I love the Badcast, but this Big Al could just be a little bit more professional, a bit like Liam.
Bit less dick jokey.
Yeah, that's right. And less shitting himself. That would be fantastic.
Well, I don't know if that's going to actually happen.
No, that's right.
As time goes by, it's only really going to get worse.
Well, I think just for content, I'm going to shit myself on the last day of this course.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, education is the spice of life or something like that.
Probably Old Spice.
Yeah.
Oh, it burns. It burns. Oh, I told you not to shave your nuts and then whack it on there. What are you putting Old Spice on your nuts for? That's ridiculous. Yeah. Could you put Old Spice? Look, did
You put anything on your nuts, really.
So what was the... Yeah, probably good. Peanut butter's going a bit far.
Yeah.
Never visit the zoo. Ooh, never do. Especially the petting zoo. You're getting a world of trouble there. I was like, oh, I totally forgot I had it on, Your Honour. Like it's... yeah. But what was your first deodorant? Like, did you... was it Brute? Because I think you kind of go... Because I think my dad had Brute, or I think it was the Avon special, which was black suede.
Yeah, what happens is you find a quarter of a spray bottle of some older guys, like your dad or somebody's like that, deodorant, and that becomes yours.
Yep.
And you don't really need it that much to begin with. But then as your stench grows, as time goes by...
Yep.
But I think actually I really did move heavy into the Lynx zone.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, what was your favourite? Lynx Africa? Lynx, what was the old joke about Lynx Voodoo? You spray it on yourself and someone else smells good? Like...
Yeah, I don't really go into the... I think it's all aluminium now. Or it always was, probably. But I think it's good for you.
No, I don't think it is. Because I don't smell, I really overdo it.
Right.
So one dude at my work moved seats because he said I put too much cologne on.
I always think you smell good, Biggie.
Yeah, I know. Well, it kind of wears off by the time I say you.
Well, you tell me because you can't smell properly.
Yes.
You overcompensate.
Yeah.
And,
I reckon it's because I start being a fucking smelly...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read that.
But did you over the Brute? The Brute is just smelling it. It makes your eyes water and burn, and they're still going around. Brutes, I think.
Oh yeah.
Old people still love it. I think my dad's still got a bit of Brute.
Musty and musky.
I got a can of Brute spray for Kris Kringle. I don't know what they were trying to say.
No shit.
Yeah.
That is a bit of a caning, isn't it?
Oh,
it's like giving someone a toothbrush or something for like a Kris Kringle. You're like, mate, what are you
I
talking?
always luck out in Kris Kringles. So when I moved house, the last time we moved house, I found five hats where you put beer cans on the top of them. 3 of them were from Kris Kringles.
So 10 cans basically you
pretty
could
much
carry. If you had a caterpillar of hats on your head with cans in each, then...
And I don't know if you've tried them, because it's a great novelty thing, 2 cans on the hat, and you drink them. And,
fucking oath.
It is fantastic, and it's good value for the one... your fucking head gets really hot in the summer because you try to hold them up and things, and then once you've drank them, you really don't use it again, to be honest, and then that just gets thrown in the corner.
Because the straw is filthy full of
that's
old
right.
beer and whatever else you've...
Yeah, it's got more yeast than, anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Not even natural yogurt could get rid of the yeast that was in that tube.
Oh, wow.
Those, I think they're Italian cakes? The ones that your mum normally makes trifle out of because they're already fucking stale?
Oh, because they're born stale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one of those.
Righto.
And I'm always thoughtful with my gifts. Always thoughtful. And then I get fucking shit like that.
Yeah.
And you just go, what am I going to fucking do with that? We made a truffle. But you just go, fuck off.
Do you make your trifles boozy?
Yeah. Except for when we were kids, I remember being at my auntie's and she said, look, you can go into the cupboard and put any food colouring on your ice cream, right? And I didn't know. But I went, what's this rum essence? And just fucking poured it.
And now he's the man he is today. Where have you been all my life? On that delicious and thirsting point, let's have a little drinks break and we'll be back with some more Badcast, Biggie.
This beer break was proudly brought to you by Cartel Media. For any advertising in TV, radio, print or web, contact cartelmedia.net. Now back to the boys.
So it's what's been going on, buddy? It's toward the end of the year and
mate,
family,
fucking hell. Like it's just that Christmas time, isn't it? You just go, I have to see him. It's the third time this year. I know it was Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day. Nah, people don't care. Anyway, don't you find that you do more family kind of stuff on Mum's Day, but Dad's Day it's like, oh yeah, whatever. Dad's happy just sitting in front of the TV watching the footy, scratching his nuts. To be honest, just leave us alone.
Yeah.
Hard to buy for dads, isn't it?
It is hard to buy for dads.
It's hard to buy a Pornhub subscription without Mum knowing.
Yeah. Are illegal.
Yep. I know. You just go talk about dads. There was this old guy. I think he's like in his 70s, and his son come back home to live, right? And we'll just say allegedly and all this, right? And he had a fight over some baked beans or some shit, like at the dinner table. And he's like, right, I'm sick. I'm fucking gonna kill that guy. And like he said that to his missus, he went out to the shed, got his gun, and fucking shot him in his bed.
Hell. The baked beans. I bet they were good.
Maybe it was just because he didn't clean his room.
Yeah.
But I was looking at joining a gym. I know I've joined a gym once before, but have you done a gym before? Over
the years.
Should I do it?
Well, it just depends. It doesn't work for everybody, but if that's what you need to motivate yourself to
really.
I mean,
it just means an hour at the gym means it's a less of an hour at the pub, to be honest.
Do you have somebody who might be local who could train with you? Go to the same
my friends
gym?
are already thin.
They're already.
Well, just because I think I mentioned it before, but what prompted me to lose a bit of weight is that beginning of the year, right? This dude weighed in on the Biggest Loser, right? And his first weigh-in was at my goal weight. That's when I went, fuck, I need to lose weight. That's what he was trying to lose weight from where I want to get to.
But you were doing some big walks and stuff.
I was doing some big walks, yeah.
You were walking from up deep north down to town and stuff, weren't you?
Yeah, I lost my licence.
It's not by choice, but
yeah, and we've said I can't ride a bike because people play a game called Seat or No Seat, so it's for people playing at home, no seat. Anyway, look, it's but for
you
me,
get used to it after a while, I bet.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
and your glasses are steaming up.
They are steaming up. They're always steaming up. Oh, you should see when it steams up and I'm in the back of the bus. It's weird.
The bus driver presses that emergency button and stuff, and
no, he just protects himself from everyone else.
He just locks himself in the little cabinet there.
Just going, that old granny's fucked. I'm going to protect myself. I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't know some of the exercise stuff, you know what I mean? So I guess you have to get a personal trainer and things, but same time, the reason I don't want to get a personal trainer, I don't want him to work me too hard.
Right, yeah. You just want to do it at your own pace.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I find if you're going to, a personal trainer is it's the same thing as having someone, to go to the gym with you.
Yeah.
Just kind of someone watching you, making sure you're doing the stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Because, I don't want to pay for someone to yell at me, otherwise I go to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't go to the gym much, but I just,
Because it went there for a little bit. And then you see, videos where people just have no idea how things work. And it just looks like they're trying to fuck the machine.
Yeah.
And that's my thing, is I see you think, that looks pretty cool. And then you go, oh, how does it fucking work? You know what I mean? You just don't want to look like a a cockhead.
Yeah, that's right.
Such,
you're like upside down on it and shit, and you're like, what's happened here?
Yeah.
Completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And like, I'm not, I'm trying to build muscle. So like,
Right.
I don't want to also rock up at a gym where all the meatheads are, right?
Yeah.
They're not all meatheads. If you don't understand what that means, then.
Do you wear Lycra to the gym?
I don't think I will. No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think I have explained that as well because it finds all crevices that you didn't even think you knew you had. So, and you just go, fucking hell, there's the car keys. Like it's, yeah. So no, I won't do that. I definitely won't do that. But I was thinking shorts, and that's the thing. It's a lot of pressure because you have to go to the gym. Then it's like, okay, well, fucking, what kind of shorts? Gym top. You know what I mean? Because I get boob sweat. So it's
understand
hat. And then. Do you have to wear headphones? Because I don't really get motivated by that.
Yeah. I think a lot of people go there and they don't want to like kind of talk to anyone or like it's not like a social. Well,
I don't want to talk to anyone.
You just want to get it done.
Yeah, it's like when you go into an Uber. Do you sit in the front or the back or even a cab?
That's the age-old question, isn't it?
Because my theory is like if you don't want to talk, sit in the back.
Yeah, that's
if you do want to have a chat, sit in the front.
Who really does want to have a chat, though? What's the point? I mean, you'll never see the person again, probably. And
because I did have it. Did I tell you the Uber driver that I had, right? And I was down in West Lakes, part of Adelaide. I don't really kind of venture because they've got money. And
and you've been banned.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, many times. And you know what? I just go, look, I don't know the area, but I could just tell he was just going around in circles. So, I had a bit of a skinful. So I was, So I was just like, when you just get brazen. I just stared at him as Google Maps started playing, turn left, and we're like, And I think he's then caught on like, fucking hell, I thought he was just asleep, but he was just looking at his phone.
Yeah.
Every time I'd like turn right and then he wouldn't do it and I would just fucking stare him down. And then eventually he just started listening to my direction.
Oh my, I think it's time for a drinks break, Biggie.
This beer break was proudly brought to you by Scotty's Painting and Decorating. Check Scotty out on Facebook. Facebook.com/Scotty's Paint. Now back to the Badcast.
And welcome back. Now I've got a story that it's actually not my story. It's a mate of mine's story, and let's just call him
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
It's his name. Basically, he told me a story about his evening home the other night, actually. Mm-hmm. And so basically, he'd been out having a few little Sherby derby ding dongs, as we like to call them out here in Adelaide. Nobody else calls them that. It's just me.
That was just the name of the cocktail.
Anyway, so we'd been out having a few, and he'd had a good night, and it was time for him to go home. So he boarded the bus toward his home. So he's on the bus, and he said the next thing he knew, he just woke up, and it was pitch black, and he's like totally disoriented. He doesn't know where he is, and he's finally kind of peered through this kind of tinted windows in the bus. And he realizes he's in the fucking bus station. The bus terminal, like not even a city one out in the middle of nowhere where they locked it up and there's nobody there at like 12:30 on a Saturday night. But the crazy thing was, a couple of seats ahead, there was some other dude asleep there as well. They got two. So the fucking bus driver has obviously just not even looked back or not given enough of a fuck and just fucked off.
Just fucked off, just went, nah, I'm tapping out here. It's time to go home.
And my mate was saying the reason that he needed to get up so much because he needed to take a slash, right?
Yeah.
He'd been out drinking all night. And so he gets up and starts trying to walk around and realizes the fucking bus doors are closed. He can't get out of the fucking bus and he needs to piss, right? So he's starting to get a bit frantic and he found the radio on the bus and he turned the radio on, right? And apparently someone came out on the other side saying, bus 371 or whatever it was, your radio's back on. Are you back on? Or something like that, right? And so, he's, oh shit. So they've noticed that he's turned the bus radio on, but there was enough light from the radio for him to find a little button, right?
To release himself.
And he's pressed the button and it's and opened up, right? But that was not the end of it because this fucking bus terminal in the country, right? It's a fortress. It's a fucking fortress. You know these places.
Yeah. The barbed wire.
Yeah,
it's
fucking
like
barbed wire, like huge fences and everything.
It's like a prison for buses.
It is a prison for buses, and for my mate, if he didn't get out of it.
Fucking hell.
And apparently, he must another bus or a car must have just left. It was probably his fucking bus driver, and the massive gate was like closing, like.
Oh no!
And he made a run for it, and apparently he got out there, like Indiana.
But he
Jones
left
style.
the dude.
The other guy was fucking still in there.
I reckon the other dude was the fucking bus driver.
Yeah, maybe. Plot twist.
Did
There
he
you
check
go.
himself? I'm just asking.
There you go. All right. Well, time for a drinks break, everybody.
Lovely.
Since 2017, the Attitude Consultant has been touring his high-impact comedy seminars across the country and laughing all the way to the bank. Last year alone, he grossed over $800. His latest comedy audio program, Release the Laughter Within, is available now for a limited time. You too can release the laughter within. But don't take my word for it. Just listen to this unpaid testimony.
I think he's done so many amazing things. Not very scripted. A lot of improv, and you get to see the way that it affects each other. Unbelievable. So happy to see him succeed.
Start harder, we can do what we want.
AttitudeConsultant.com.
So what are you drinking, mate?
I'm drinking a can of Cooper's Pale Ale, my good man.
Lovely.
Yourself?
A beautiful Cooper's Brewery Dark Ale.
Dark ale, pale in the dark.
Now, I can't remember. I think it may be on that. Did I mention my beef against... Yeah, well, I love I really do.
Yeah.
This next level has fucked me off, Liam.
What's going on?
So it's now made in Australia for the Australia consumers, right? Got no problem with that, right? Now, it's quite an expensive... It's 54 bucks a carton, right? 52 on a good day, right?
That's pretty cheap, though.
It is pretty good.
For an international beer.
It's pretty good. But now it's being made here.
Yeah.
Right? So, to my surprise, right, normally you get the and it's embossed and it's got embossed labelling. It's got like a beautiful bottle with, bit of a logo and things like that in it. My surprise, I get a carton and it's a smaller carton. Get it home, doesn't fit my stubby holder. It's like, what the fuck's going on? So it really now is a smaller bottle. So they've gone from 355ml down to a 330ml beer and then fucking lowered the content from 4.9% to 4.5%. So, of course, as soon as you do that, you fuck with the taste.
And it's not the same beer, is it?
Exactly. And it's just heaps more gassier. And the bottle is, there's no emboss labelling. It's just a normal standard bottle. It just looks like they've just whacked a label on a bottle, to be honest.
Oh, mate. Well, I think you can still get... You have to look for an imported sticker now, I think, don't you?
Well, I think that's what I'm going to have to do because this is like, not good enough. I'm just very... Because it's my favourite beer. It's my favourite beer.
Why don't you ship a pallet over to Australia?
Yeah. I think it's only 24 bucks a carton over there. 24 bucks a carton.
Yeah, but they'll fuck you on the tax in Australia.
Yeah, they will. But like a mate went over there and he got 8 500ml cans for $10.
Yeah, right.
You just go, fucking hell, I'd probably die if I lived there. I probably would.
Oh, my God.
Because that's so cheap, isn't it, for beer? You just go, fucking hell.
Yeah. Oh, mate, it's even cheaper. Like, it's cheap everywhere, Like, in the Czech Republic, beer is legitimately cheaper than, like, bottled water, right?
Fuck.
It's fucking, like, you buy, like, a 1 litre kind of Stein, I guess. I don't know what they call it in Czech Republic, but for, 50 cents of their cents.
Fucking hell.
Basically everywhere,
Jesus. I need to get out. I've never been overseas, Liam. Never ever been overseas, so I need to do that. But I just think
so you can kill yourself with alcohol.
I'll make sure I get travel insurance.
There you go. That's
It'll be totally fine.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
And if I do die, my wish, like I've always said, is that it won't be you, but people will know if it's them. The people I don't like are my pallbearers.
On that delightful note,
Yes.
Biggie, have you got any shows coming up around the place?
Just some Chrissy shows coming up. Got a couple of Bucks nights still left to do.
And hey, the Badcast is available for
Yes,
Bucks shows, guys.
We certainly are.
Tell
Coming
your
into
mates,
the new
book
year.
it in. If your mate wants a crazy experience,
Oh.
or if you just want to, make them suffer the ultimate humiliation of some kind.
Yep, we'll roast them.
There you go. So we can have a bit of fun with that, guys. So yeah,
it'd be totally awesome. So not looking forward to that. And of course, the 100th episode is just around the corner. And don't forget it's the trifecta. We've got the camping episode.
Wow.
We have got the sumo wrestling episode.
So much to organise.
I know, and of course the farm to the city.
So how far are we into the planning for this stuff?
No, it's getting there. Yeah, we've planned what we're going to do.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, and you did look up some places for sumo suits.
Oh yeah, I found a website. Yep.
Yeah. So well, look, if you own sumo suits the company, then
or if you're just really cuddly and you just want to hug us while we use you as sumo suits and bang into each other, that sounds a bit weird, actually. Let's not do that. Just rewind that whole thing, all right?
That sounded a little bit sexual.
Yeah, no, we'll just hire sumo suits.
Yes.
That's all we'll do.
Lovely. Would I come along and just pretend that my zip didn't work? Like it was... It's stuck. It won't come off. It's been like that for 35 years, you fat...
Follow the Badcast on Facebook and Twitter. We're the one with the red logo. And you can find us, Big Al and myself, on Breaker. What's your handle?
Big Al Comedy, or one word.
Comedy.
And I have to say, Liam is fantastic, putting some great videos up. One of my favourites is that dude with the fire, the petrol can, where he just fucking sets his whole backyard on. Step away.
What a complete fuckwit, yeah.
He just shits himself. Oh, I love it.
His face was slightly on fire as well.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to watch it again. I didn't see that.
Everybody. Go scroll down on the Facebook page on the Badcast.
Oh, wow.
There are a lot of crazy things, so check that out. And we'll catch you guys next time, eh?
Sounds good.
Help us buy more beers and sponsor us. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter or badcast.com.au. The Badcast is part of the Auscast Podcast Network.
It might be time for a drinks break, Biggie, Sherby Derby Ding Dongs.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to AuscastNetwork.com for details.